What's up? JJ Moore here. This is going to be a great video. I know y'all seen the HPA one recently. This is going to be a gate tighten only and a speed trigger and a G&G combat machine. Here we go. Hang on to your butts. First, we're going to go ahead and set these items to the side because we're not going to need them for a little bit. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pop the stock off here. Slide it just like I showed you in the last one. Pull down here, slide it back. Looks like his MOSFET may be caught in the battery section, so we're gonna unhook it real fast. Let's see if we can get him out of there. Yeah, it is chewed up. Said he was having wiring issues. His MOSFET was chewed up, so he wanted to fix that also, but no need to fix it because with the gate, he's not gonna need it. So I'm gonna lay all of his parts to the side. This is for someone named PJ. So PJ, this video is for you, brother. Or girl, I'm not sure. Male or female. If you're a female, I'm sorry. I love whenever females play Airsoft, it's awesome. I love seeing them play the sport. There's so many good female players out there. Since this thing is annoying me, this bag, I'm gonna go ahead and slide it off of there and get that out of the way. And I'm gonna get up here and hug the camera. And we're gonna get this show on the road. Welcome back. If you haven't followed yet, go ahead and hit that follow button. Drop me a like if you don't mind, even if you don't follow. Or subscribe. I don't know what it is these days. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. I would appreciate it. So, I'm going to take off the grip screws, which are going to be super duper tight. And it looks like my Allen has left the chat. Actually, this one's a Torx, so I use Torx bits. If you don't know, you now know. I'm a Torx bit fan because they fit Allen's better. So, that's why I use Torx bits. Now we got the motor grip loose. Go ahead and set that to the side. And let's move this one so we don't confuse him. Now we're going to pop off his stock motor connectors. And we're going to see what he's got in here. It's probably 18. So we got 18K. Now we're going to get our two Phillips heads out of here. Set that grip up here. Now we're going to find out which way our teeth are. Normally they're to the right side, so that's right on this one. This gun's probably never been taken apart yet. Give it a little pop. Help that out the way. Now all we got is our buffer tube and our mag release. The buffer tube has a Phillips head way down in there. If you didn't know that, you do now. Right in the middle. Just unscrew that till you're tired of unscrewing. Not bad. Next, we're going to undo our our wiring harness for our MOSFET. So we're going to unplug that. We're going to chop off this zip tie here. I usually just grab them and twist them and they break. So I get them off just like that. Now it's ready to come out of here. And now you're going to unplug it. As soon as I get it through here, I'll show you. There's a plug right here. Just grab it on either side and pull. Now your MOSFET's free. Put it in the bag, return that to the customer. Now your ETU harness is free. Take off our sling plate. Sling plate, buffer tube, grip, all out the way. Now we got what? Mag release. Get on that bad boy right there. Sometimes they come right out. sometimes not. I have to get a different Allen. Just trying to cheat that one out of there. Mag releases out. Gearbox is ready to slide right out. Now we're ready to enter the gearbox. How's that for lighting? I hope that's good for y'all. Gotcha. All right, y'all. All of our screws are out. Slide them back just a smidge. Now we're gonna flip it. Actually, I wanna go ahead and get this out of the way real quick. Go ahead and take this off because we're gonna have to mark this for our gate. So we're not gonna need our cutoff lever spring. Next, we're gonna have to mark this. Normally you put a sticker there. I don't use stickers, I use paint. So we're gonna go ahead, paint this now. Check it out, tight. That way it'll be drying. I gotta get my paint pen flowing. There we go. So we're gonna paint it all the way to the edge right there. All the way up, all the way over, all the way to the edge. And I left a little black strip there. Good thing about this paint is it doesn't have a thickness like a sticker. Okay, now we're gonna set that to the side to dry. We're gonna give him a little. That's messier than I wanted it to be. There you go. Next time I work on this gun, I'll know I worked on it before. All right, y'all, it's time to flip it, strip it, and then hit it. All right, warranty is now over. I just cut the warranty plate. So we're going to try to keep all the gears intact and everything intact so we don't have to do a reshim job, which wouldn't be the end of the world, but why do it if we don't have to? So we're going to move his bevel and his reverse latch to the side. While I'm in here, I'm gonna wipe all this extra off these gears because I don't want it making it to the Titan. Okay, I don't want it to make it to the gate Titan because it will block my senses, man. It will block my senses, man. Get the anti-reversal latch off. Put the screw over there. Put the screw over there. He's not gonna need that no more because he's gonna have electronic safety. So we're gonna move that. He's not gonna need the spring. He's not gonna need the trigger. He's not gonna need a lot of things. Definitely not gonna need the ETU and the cutoff lever. So see if we can peel that out of there without getting myself pinch with these pliers. Yeah, good luck, GG. Sometimes these fight you. So just roll them. Just roll them. Grab them like that and roll them. Use your pliers as your strength. And that's going to give us our room for our gate to sit in the same tunnel. So we're gonna put this in his box. Here's an extra bag of parts. Now, if I was doing a Polar Star, I'd be taking all this stuff out of there. I'm gonna check a few things while I'm in here, just because. All right, time to open the gate, babies. And the speed trigger. Speed trigger, dump. Gate, dump. Whoops. There you go. Titan. Here's how a Titan comes. Nice little Titan patch. We're gonna pop it out. We're gonna go ahead and get our kit out so we can get the screw and washers we need. And this is gonna go in his box. Or his bag. I keep saying box. His bag. Which is gonna be attached to his gun. And have all his old parts. Speed trigger and spring. It's gonna get dumped right there for now. All right. Put the spring in the speed trigger and set it to the side. Now what we're fixing to do is we're gonna test fit this gate. Normally on G&Gs, there's no modification at all that needs to be done. So I'm assuming that's how this one's gonna be. And my assuming was correct. Normally you would stick a sticker on the selector plate that I painted. We're not gonna need that. We're gonna need that, we're gonna need that, we're not gonna need that, we're going to need that. So for the G&G, you're gonna use the smallest screw, which is the 2. We also have a 2.5, which is for bigger. It's the bigger screw with the bigger washers. So we're gonna get the Phillips out and we're gonna pick it up gently. Well, I thought my magnet was working today. Guess not. So we're gonna pick that up. We're gonna go ahead and washer it. Washer it again, hopefully. You got me, didn't you? Watch this, y'all. Watch this, y'all. Washer it one more time. See, the fiber one went last. Little fiberglass washer, or plastic. I don't know what it's made out of. Something that doesn't hurt the gate. I'm assuming it's probably leftover computer board. Looks like fiberglass to me. Now we're gonna make sure this bad boy is tight. Not so tight you hear a pop, but tight. There you go. Little tip and a trick for you guys: don't put your trigger in here and start moving around, wing, 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 because you're gonna damage all these little circuits right here. All right. There, try to get the light better for y'all. So next is we're gonna do some tucking of the wires. So we're gonna take the big wire and tuck it, and then next we're gonna take our little signal wire and tuck it right beside it. Not on top of it, but beside it. I want it to be next to it. Sometimes giving it a bend will kind of help train it where it needs to go. Now right here is where I always have to do a little mod. Not mod, but just a little extra help. Gate twists it a different way than I twist it. So I have to flip the whole thing so it'll lay down. No big deal, but it does help a lot if you flip it. And we're gonna tuck that baby down in there tight as we can. We want them to be comfortable. Comfortable, I said. I said comfortable. Put the big one on top. It's gonna help hold it down so it's comfortable. And wiggle and comfort. That's what we call Southern Comfort where I'm from. Now we're gonna get this right here, a twist where they put this connector, and we're gonna make sure it's comfortable. It's not being very comfortable, is it? There we go. That's comfortable. All right. It looks comfortable to me. Comfortable. And get in there. Come on, big boy. Get your butt in there. And it's in there, whether it wants to be or not. And it's comfortable. See that? Good and flat. Now I'm gonna make sure this is comfortable. Mainly tucked in tight. Like you're tucking something in bed. See that? That's comfortable. You like that? I like that. Now we're gonna take your pliers and you're just gonna mash down right here. Just like that. That's making sure that that harness don't rub your trigger. Now, this is the fun part. We're gonna lay this sector. First, we're gonna wipe all the grease off. Not all the grease. You just don't want clumps or paint chips or anything flying off of here and landing on these sensors. It'll make your little gate install go south on you, buddy. All right. Anti-reversal latch is going to be our next little guy to go in. Now we're going to drop in our bevel. Give it one click and then rack it back so it's got pressure against it. Now we're going to install our upper trigger board. If it don't go smooth, something's wrong. Make sure you fix that, guys. And girls, got them girls. When I say guys, I mean everyone. That's like my term. I don't even know where I picked up that from. But if I say guys, that's like, I'm talking to all of y'all. It's like a country term. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? That's how I talk to my daughters. How you guys doing? Well, Dad, we're doing great. Can we get some money? Okay. Oh, man, I forgot about these little... I always cut these off, these little pieces, because they cause major trouble. See if I can get them off without taking the whole thing to the grinder. Yeah, it's not gonna work like that. I'm gonna have to take it to the grinder, it looks like. That's all right. I got my grinder right here. Got her right here, y'all. No biggie. Okay. Now we're going to push down on that piston to make sure it stays in the groove. I'm going to sneak my finger through. Now I'm going to hook it on the front. I'm going to pull it straight back. Then I'm going to take any kind of pointed tool I could find. And now I'm going to try to make sure everything is aligned properly. Sometimes you even got to push back on your nozzle because it may be hung on your tappet plate. So that's a good sandwich. That sandwich is ready to eat. Now we're going to drop all of our screws in. Doom, doom, doom. Now you're going to come back and just give everything a little toot. What I say is a final torque. And then you're going to take your little tool here. Just going to make sure the gears aren't locked, that they're nice and smooth. Like that. And then you're going to take your now dry tappet plate. I'm sorry, selector plate. Tappet plate, selector plate, it's all the same, right? You're gonna give it a little tweak right there. Boom, we're in there like swimwear. Look at that, guys. That's ready to drop in. It's all downhill from here, guys and girls. Take our, oh yeah, I did forget. I may actually, let me check it. I may have to notch this lower because of the speed trigger. Sometimes the speed triggers are a little too fat for the lowers. Let me check. Okay, this one's gonna be just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop in our rear pin. This starts the alignment process of the gearbox shell, so you know it feeds. Then you're gonna go on this side. You're gonna drop in your pin. You're gonna make sure there's no resistance, and then you're gonna look and make sure it's coming through. Just give it a simple little whack, because you don't want to damage that gate. I see it all so often, y'all. Next is going to be your grip. Now I'm gonna back up for y'all and do this here. We're going to go ahead and drop the grip in. Whatever I'm doing with the drill, just know that when you're through, if you use a drill to take it off, you have to come back and tighten them. You can't rely on a drill to be tight. Reason is that the battery's low, it'll feel normal. I'm gonna send this screw home real quick. And I'll show you how I do it. Then I take a screwdriver and I run in behind myself with a drill. And I just give it a little extra and check it. That's all. Trust me when I say this, it makes a huge difference. Now you want to look down through there, make sure there's no wires poking through. And I would, if it was me, I'd use my camera, but you guys don't have a camera probably, so you're just gonna run it, look down through like that. Take a flashlight, make sure your gate wires aren't in the way of your pinion or the motor you're about to shove down in there. So now we're gonna find his 18K or her 18K, and we're going to drop it in, make sure it's a smooth fit, and it is, and we're going to bend it. You'll see where it's got a gap. You're going to bend it that way. This is only one way you could bend them. You bend them the other way, they'll break. Just remember that. Don't bend it the other way, or that's the end of that connector. Okay. Now we're going to hook on our negative. You're going to make sure that these wires seat, because if they don't completely seat, whenever you get some recoil, they're going to eject right off of there. And the motor's going to come unplugged. And then you're not going to know if it blowed the gate or what. You're going to be like, what just happened? So you see I'm trying to tuck this wire in here. That's kind of critical. because you want to make sure it goes all the way down. If that motor don't go all the way down, then there's a problem. Where is my bit? There it is. Okay, so I can see right now it's going to not seat properly. So that tells me that I need to move the motor wires probably to the same side. So what I'm going to do is take this one. I'm going to reach way down in there with my finger, and I'm going to give it a bend so it goes around the hole where the motor comes through. Now I'm going to drop it back in. Make sure it's still freely moving. And this is going to free up some space. And it's also going to make this baby sound beautiful. Sound is going to be everything on this. It's all from how you wired in your motor and where you routed your wires. Trust me when I say that. If you put it together and it sounds poopy, then it's probably your motor routings. Probably need to take it apart and reroute them. If that don't work, reroute them again until you get that perfect routing. Okay. Y'all, we're like so close to being done. 26 minutes in, and we're close. All right. Let's go ahead and drop our mag release in. Chicka-chung, chicka-chung-chung-chung. Next thing we're going to have to do is program it. Make sure everything's working properly. I like it. Let's go ahead and put our upper on. Give it a little help here. Make it flow. Upper's on. Buffer tube's next. And I don't think y'all have to suffer me putting that on, because I'm going to have to cut these gate wires and heat shrink them to get them through this stinking buffer tube because the hole is too small. Look at that hole. Or I'm going to have to grind for about 20 minutes. You know what? Let's grind it. I'm sure y'all are down for a little bit of grinding. Let me find my grinding bit. Well, grinding bit is not available. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and shoot it for y'all without the stock, and let's see how it does without programming. Beautiful. Would y'all look at that? And that is a difference that a gate makes. Look at that. Now I can show you how to adjust this trigger and make this the miracle gate real quick while we're sitting here. Let me show you all real fast. So you have it on as you're doing this. Makes a big difference. If it fires, you back it back off a bit. Ooh, look at that adjustment, guys. I already like it. This isn't even mine and I like it. How y'all like that, huh? That's beautiful. Woo! Look at this trigger, y'all. Ready for this? right, guys. No heat either. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to like and follow. That's a gate tighten install in under 30 minutes. Peace. Thank you. I don't know why I said thank you. Anyways, don't forget to like and follow. Y'all have a great day.